Hey, here's what you need to do. The first task, please label all the posts in chronological order, meaning from 1 to 30, in that exact same order, 1, 2, 3, and so forth until 30. So we need to overwrite the previous labeling accordingly. Let me give you a few examples. So we go here on page number 3. So starting with page number 3, this is the first post which we already published on the client's LinkedIn account. So to give you the big picture, all these posts, all this content inside this Google document will become standalone LinkedIn content update posts that will go to the client's account, to the LinkedIn client's account. So that's why we need to label these in chronological order. This part here, I will talk more about this, is the signature section. This part, which starts with stop and which with this text until here with this delimiter, and we also want to copy and paste this hashtag. This is what this sign is called for LinkedIn, for social media. It's a hashtag, further with Farion. This hashtag is particular for this client's brand purpose. The remaining hashtags will be relevant to each post accordingly, as I will share and teach you and train you in this short video. So the first task you need to accomplish is you label each post accordingly. So this one is labeled already and it has been already published to clients' LinkedIn account. So it's the first post. You scroll down here and you make this second. Okay, you edit it. The next one, obviously, will be labeled third in chronological order and not 2. Right? So you do this until you finish all the posts. We know we have 30, hopefully. I haven't counted them, so we have to have 30. If any objections, if any issues, do let me know, and we will complete later on once we reach, if we haven't reached 30 so far. Okay, if we exceed 30, that's even better. So we need the minimum of 30 posts, starting with the first one, which once again it has been already published. Okay, so now once we are done with the first task, let's move forward with the second task. This is where we have to actually copy and paste that signature section at the bottom of each post. So here's how I do it. This is the section, okay, and we copy, including the hashtag, the brandable hashtag, further with Farion. So we copy, we do not cut it, we copy below or at the bottom of each one of these posts. You just leave a space between, okay, just leave a space between, as you can see here, and we just copy and paste it. We do that for all these 30 posts, okay? So let me share that again with you for the third post. By the way, this should not be as spaced out as the signature section. Okay, meaning the overall content should not be spaced out as this one. For example, it's okay to have just one line of space between the paragraphs. When it comes to the signature, let's leave a larger space, so we have two lines of space. Okay, not sure why Google Drive document isn't showing the characters, this line here. So this is a 2-line space. Okay, now later on with the third and last task, we are going to add more hashtags below the main hashtags. So now that you're done with the second task, we move forward with the third task. This is probably the most time consuming because It's not a copy paste task. It requires a bit more research. So let me spend a few minutes here to teach you and train you more about the hashtags. So your main job is to read each post, but not word for word. Okay, you don't have to read word for word. You just have to read the main title or subheaders, so that you need to understand and grasp what each post is about, because we need to identify the core topics and subtopics. Why? Because we need to research on LinkedIn relevant hashtags. Hashtags are keywords which people use on LinkedIn. Let me give you an example. Take a look here. Hashtag marketing. If you click on marketing, you will see that this hashtag alone has more than 20 million followers. Okay, we are just rounding the numbers. Okay, so let's say just up to 20 million followers. That means whenever somebody, our client, you, me, whoever publish content on LinkedIn and use this hashtag in particular, whoever follows these hashtags or simply types in marketing here, it will see all the posts on LinkedIn for those profiles which are making use of the hashtag marketing in particular. Okay, for example, let's see this one. So any hashtag, in order to be considered, it has to has that sign in front of it. And as you can see here, further with Ferion, actually it's a keyword with 3 words, but we are writing them one by one close to them with no space, because if we add a space between the words like this, the hashtags will not count as hashtags anymore. Actually, only the first word will count as hashtag, and we want to avoid that. That's why all the hashtags need to be written like this. Okay, let's go back like this. Okay, with no space in between them. Sometimes we need just a one-word hashtag, like marketing, for example. In some other examples, in some other cases, we need 2 or 3 words hashtags, such as social media marketing or business to business marketing. Regardless, all the hashtags need to include this sign first, followed by the specific hashtag, by the specific keyword, whether it's just a one-word keyword, 2-word, or multiple words keywords. Hopefully you understand this concept, and here's what you need to do. So with this third task, you have to understand and read each post. Once again, you skim through the post, but you have to identify which are the top keywords, which are the top core the core topics for each content. So let me give you an example. This post, the second post, which you have to read and skim through, is talking about creating gated content. And it has gated content as keyword. It has bottom of the funnel or BOTF content. So in general, we have to identify one main keyword which is relevant to content, because content is the main topic of this second post. However, what you need to understand and avoid is that with this signature section, we already include 5 main hashtags, so we do not want to repeat them below further with Ferion hashtag. We want to include different keywords, different hashtags. It wouldn't make sense to repeat SEO or digital marketing or website design or content marketing or pay-per-click advertising. We do not want to repeat that. We want to come up with different relevant and relatable hashtags which are on the topic of our post. And with LinkedIn, you just logged into your account and just type in hashtag. Just type in hashtag. Just a second. SEO. As you can see, LinkedIn automatically suggests a few relevant SEO related hashtags such as SEO tips and tricks, SEO course, SEO company India, SEO techniques, SEO help, SEOs meaning search engine optimizations specialist probably, or SEOers, SEO tools, and SEO tips. Probably the suggestions are far more than that. So this is how we find hashtags. We just type in the symbol, the hashtag symbol, and then we type in the main keyword. Let me give you an example, another example. Business to business, that's what B2B means. Business to business events, business to business sales, business to business company, business to business strategy, business to business SMX, not sure exactly what that means, business to business commerce, business to business marketing writer. You can even add your own letters, like for example, if we want to search for keywords which starts with business to business A, we just add A, and here we can have two suggestions, academy and agency. That's interesting. Let's type in B. Okay, we have three keyword suggestions, business to business buyers, branding, and business. Let's type in C, business to business content marketing. Okay, you get the idea. So here's how I would come up with at least 3 keywords, hashtags for the second post, but while keeping in mind that we do not want to repeat the same main keywords. So first of all, we have to identify what each post is about. We have already identified that the post is about content. This is a general keyword. And in more specific, it talks about creating gated content. Gated content is content which is locked and accessible to users only once they fill in a contact form, or maybe once they share the content on Twitter or on social media. That's what gated content is. However, gated content, I don't think such a keyword is available on LinkedIn. Okay, it probably is not as popular, definitely is not popular as SEO content or content in general. So we start off from the root keyword, which is content, and once again we do not want to type in or use content marketing, because this is already a hashtag used in this section. Okay, so we do not want to repeat that. So we start off with content as the root keyword, the root hashtags. Okay, and by the way, this we can also use some of these, like for example white papers or case studies, but this type of keywords are more relevant to more specific content ideas. These are just content ideas. We can also use HubSpot as a keyword, because HubSpot is a popular brand, a popular company. So whenever you come up with keywords ideas for the hashtags, the best idea, the top idea is just to search for on LinkedIn. The second best idea is to see what other keywords or companies or tools are mentioned in the post, just as I have identified here for you HubSpot. For example, let's hop on LinkedIn again and say HubSpot. HubSpot A, HubSpot Academy, HubSpot Agency, HubSpot P, HubSpot Partner, HubSpot C, HubSpot CRM, meaning from Client Relationship Management. So we can use for this example HubSpot as another keyword, and we just add it here below the keyword, the main keyword, further with Ferion, and we have to find two other keywords. So let's see what type of keyword we can find by using the root keyword or hashtag content. So we find content development, marketer, content creating, content agency, content promotion. Now we should not use content promotion because it's not relevant to creating gated content. So the hashtags needs to be very relevant and relatable to our main topic. Like, for example, this topic is about creating gated content. It's not about promoting content. So content promotion is not a relevant keyword or hashtags. Content marketing strategy, yes. Content marketing tools is not a relevant strategy, although it could be, but I wouldn't add it. Content agency, probably I would not add it for now. Content marketer, yes, it's relevant. Content format, but it's not available, probably is not a popular hashtag. So we want to use hashtags which can be found by doing this LinkedIn search approach. Okay, we do not want to invent keywords. We only use what LinkedIn provides us with. This is a very important aspect. For example, we can also mention content guides. Let's see, content guides. Nope. Content generation, content tip, probably, yeah, content tips. So you have to copy and paste these keywords, hashtags, exactly as LinkedIn provides us with. So you need, beyond the main keyword, which all the posts will have, we need to identify, come up with 3 other relevant and relatable hashtags for each and every post. So let's go back to the instructions. So once again, you have to read each post one by one, but you just skim through it after you identify the main topic, the core topic, and the core keyword. Once you grasp that, you go to LinkedIn, and just like I mentioned before, you pick the ones which are the most relevant, the most relatable, and only go with 3 hashtags per post for each post, minimum 3 hashtags. Okay. So I would not go to 4 or 5, just stick with 3 hashtags per post. And here are the key principles which I will repeat to you again. Once again, there needs to be no space between keywords hashtags, just as I've shown you before. Just rewind the video to understand that there needs to be no space between keyword hashtags. The hashtags need to be relevant and relatable to the main topic of each LinkedIn post that we have included here in this document. Just as I mentioned before, if a post is about content promotion, you don't want to come up with keywords about content writing. We stick with just the main topic. In the previous example, the topic was about creating gated content. So that's why those relevant hashtags has to be with creating content. If you have any questions or comments or inquiries, or if there is any confusion between what I explained to you, please watch this video multiple times until you understand, and please feel free to ask any questions. And the third key principle before and whenever you come up with hashtags is that the hashtags needs to be different than the ones which we already have in the signature at the bottom of each, in the signature section at the bottom of each post. So just as with the previous task, you have to copy this signature section. It will be the same. We don't edit. It will include all these 5 keywords, hashtags, and it will include the main brandable keyword further with Ferion. So once again, you do not have to repeat these main keywords, you just find different ones. So I am very excited to see how you finish this task. Let me know if any questions, comments or concerns. Thank you very much. Excited to hear from you. God bless.